Welcome back to High Sierra Report. Beer is on tap here on the show. Rich Anderson from Mammoth Brewing Company has brought in some specialty bottles here, everything from seasonal to your core four. If someone has not seen you around town doing your gigs as a vendor or seen you in stores, give them a brief overview of Mammoth Brewing Company and where you guys are based out of.
Mammoth Brewing Company is based out of Mammoth Lakes, California, which is about 3 hours south of here, 395. We started in 1995 by a fellow named Sam Walker. Since then, my boss, Sean Turner, and his wife, Joyce Turner, bought the company about 7 years ago, and we've been really working on the marketing, the packaging, things of that nature, distribution. We are the highest elevation on the West Coast. We brew at 8,000 feet,
wow,
which affects the brewing. So it takes about 50% longer to brew at elevation than it does even here in Lake Tahoe, which is the boiling temperature is about 205 compared to 198, 215 down there at sea level.
Okay.
So,
and what's the end result of that longer investment in the time?
It's a less aggressive boil, you would say. So obviously, we like to say that the end result is more delicate.
Okay.
So a better mouthfeel.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So we had a chance to meet at the Sierra at Tahoe dodgeball tournament, and you guys were pouring up there, and I had the double nut brown.
Yep.
And rocked my world, and that's why you're on the show today, because I was like, we got to get you in here and let people know how good this tastes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So pour one of these up and then talk about it
Yeah.
while you have a chance.
You got it. Thank you so much. So the double nut brown is definitely one of the ones we're pushing a lot of our marketing dollars behind. It did win the gold medal at the World Beer Cup.
Wow, okay.
Which is the equivalent of the Beer Olympics. Happens every 2 years.
Right,
So until
right.
March of 2014, this is still considered the best porter in the world.
Wow.
So it's a very light-bodied porter, even though that it looks dark in color.
Uh-huh.
It's not really substantial. It appeals to men. It appeals to women. It's going to have a coffee-esque aroma on the nose. Comes only from the roasting of the barley. And then a very nice settled chocolate malt finish on the end.
Right. Absolutely love this one. So that's a good description on that one, and a lot packed in there into one bottle. And then you've got the Mammoth IPA 395.
Absolutely.
Talk about this one. It's a brewer's reserve.
Absolutely. So that beer actually started about 7 years ago as a test beer. This is a double IPA, but we brewed it with local ingredients: wild desert sage and mountain juniper berry.
Oh, what a great
beautiful
color
copper color there.
Yeah.
Both those ingredients are actually harvested right off the 395 quarter, hence the placard on the label there.
Okay.
You'll notice it's going to smell kind of like a rainy day in the desert. That's that pungent aroma from the wild desert sage. Then it has a very nice dry finish, kind of pungent, earthy flavors with the Amarillo hop, and then the juniper berry gives it a nice dry finish.
Okay. So those are two of your core four. Talk about the other two, and then we'll get into the seasonals.
Absolutely. So we have our Epic IPA, which is obviously 75% of all total beer sales in craft beer from Colorado West are IPAs. Ours comes in a little bit lower on your IBUs, so the bittering's a little bit lower. Still 6.5%, 2 pounds of hops per barrel. Beautiful bouquet.
Very nice.
Easy drinking. Then we have the Golden Trout Pilsner, which is currently the lightest beer in our lineup. Closest thing we do to a domestic style beer.
Okay.
Very light in color, 5.5 in the alcohol. Nice hop profile, good malty balance too as well.
Serve it in a can for convenience, whether you want to take it to the beach, up hiking where they don't allow the glass. And like you said, sort of the more. How did you describe it?
The closest thing we do to a domestic style beer. Obviously, a lot more flavor going on, a lot more hops, a lot more care going in.
Okay, cool. Put out your website real quick, and then we're going to come back from a break and touch on those seasonals.
You want to check us out at www.mammothbrewing.com. Yeah, check us out.
Alrighty, so we're going to be back. We're going to talk about where you can find Rich and Mammoth Brewing Company around the basin here and talk about the seasonals as well. Stay tuned.